Good evening, family and friends of the class of 2020. We appreciate you joining us for our virtual graduation tonight. It is the 96th annual commencement of Carey High School. We will begin tonight by inviting you to stand as Kirsten Cutler sings our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Okay, next on the program, I have the opportunity to introduce our co-valedictorians. But first, I'd like to make a special presentation. Mr. Breen has decided to retire after 24 years at Carey School. And we want to make sure that he knows how much we appreciate his dedication towards the students here at Carey School. If Mr. Breen was here for 24 years and taught 3 trimesters a year, that's 72 trimesters. If he had 4 classes per trimester, that's 288 classes that he would have taught over those 24 years. If you had 15 students in each class on average, then that's 4,320 students that sat in his classroom. Of course, some of them are probably the same person more than once. If he assigned 3 papers to grade in each of those classes, that would be 12,960 papers to grade and to enter into a grade book. I can't imagine 12,960 papers. And I don't know if Mr. Breen could or not when he started. But Mr. Breen, we appreciate you, and we'd like to give you this small token of our appreciation for your 24 years dedicated to the students at Carey School. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peck. Thank you very much.
Now let me tell you a little about the class of 2020. I know I say this every year, but it's absolutely true. This is an amazing group of students, and they have a bright future ahead of them. I tried to think of some of the things that they've accomplished in the years that they've been in high school and started listing a few of them. The lists keep growing and growing. So let me just read off a few, and you can see if you recognize any of the faces that go with some of these things. One member of this class is only old enough to be a junior, and when she was a freshman, she decided she was going to graduate a year early, and she's been working her tail off to get that done. Congratulations. That's a great accomplishment. The most amazing thing to me is this class in their high school. When they finish high school, they'll have 241 college credits. One student has 27 credits, college credits. 2 students have 24 credits. One has 21 credits and another one has 20 credits. Just amazing, and thank you for having such a commitment to your education. Appreciate that, thank you. They know how to synergize and work together and be a team player. 8 of these students have a 3.5 or higher GPA. That's 60% of the class with a B or higher average in their 4 years of high school. A few of these students have their own businesses. Many were good role models for their Panther buddies. Many know how to work, and that skill is going to be very good to them for the rest of their lives. Many are on posters in the hall that say they didn't have a D or an F for all 4 years of their high school. Many of them are on the academic teams, first and second, with IHSAA athletics over the years. Most taught the elementary students the 7 habits. There are dancers, there's cheerleaders, there's helpers, and there's caregivers in this class. They completed amazing senior projects. And there's class officers and student body president, student body officers. Microsoft and Adobe certified. Some of them were involved in the Skills USA program. Many of them delivered holiday baskets. We have yearbook editors. We have many of them that were in the high school plays. Amazing art and abilities that was on display in the halls and in the library this year. BPA president, and a lot competed in BPA over in Boise. A lot of them were in the pep band. State trophies, state sportsmanship trophy, girls basketball. I like winning those sportsmanship awards just as much as the others. In 4 years, our senior class, 2020, has been in state competitions over and over all 4 years. Like football, 11 state playoff games, 3 championship games, and the boys have won 2 rings. Girls basketball, same thing, 12 state games, 2 state championship games, and they won 1 ring. Cheerleading, boys basketball, same thing. Track, same thing. And BPA and Skills USA, all the leadership and all the service, it's the same thing. How many rings does this class have? Both football, girls basketball? I think there's 18 rings that these students have for their state champions. We have one of our seniors who has his name on 6 state trophies. I guess you don't get a state trophy in track, but he was a state high jump champion in track. And so when he took his picture, he had 6 state trophies. I wonder how many in the state of Idaho have 6 state trophies. Best of all, they're really good people. And I look forward to seeing what they're going to do in the future. As you can see, this is an outstanding class. Thanks to our students for taking on the challenge and doing their very best. Thanks to our teachers for the extra work it takes to teach rigorous classes and dual credit classes. Thanks to our parents for being there and being an important part and encouraging your students to do their very best. It's a great accomplishment for the class of 2020. Let's give a couple of our amazing students an opportunity to address us. Each year, a valedictorian and salutatorian are chosen from the highest GPA over the first 11 trimesters of their school. Dual credit and AP classes count on a 5-point scale, and all the rest are on a 4-point scale to determine valedictorian and salutatorian. This year, our 2 top GPA students were so close that we decided we'd have 2 valedictorians instead of a valedictorian and a salutatorian. Felicity Black and Noelia Cruz, listed alphabetically, of course, are our 2 co-valedictorians. Thank you for your hard work over the past 4 years as you have accomplished this amazing goal. If you looked at their transcripts, you would find excellence in just about all they did. And that doesn't just go in the academics. It's in everything they were involved in. They both were in dual credit biology, dual credit success 101, dual credit history, dual credit math, and dual credit English. The best part is that these 2 are wonderful people. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our co-valedictorians for the class of 2020. I'll invite them to speak to us at this time. Noelia Cruz Ruiz and Felicity Black.
I have a quick question for the class of 2020. Do you guys remember our prom? Haha, yeah, neither do I. Putting all jokes aside, let me tell you a story about a young boy who was born on December 5th, 1901 in Chicago, Illinois. He lived most of his childhood in Missouri, where he began drawing, painting, and selling pictures to neighbors and family friends. When his family moved back to Chicago, he attended McKinley High School, where he took drawing and photography classes and was a contributing cartoonist for their school newspaper. At night, he took courses at the Art Institute of Chicago. When he was 16, he decided that he wanted to help fight in World War I. Since he was too young to join the Army, he dropped out of school and joined the Red Cross. He spent the next year driving ambulances for the Red Cross in France. He returned from the war ready to begin his career as an artist. He worked at an art studio and then later at an advertising company. It was during this time that he met artist Ube Iwerks and learned about animation. He started his own company called Laughogram. He hired some of his friends, including Ube Iwerks. They created short animated cartoons. The cartoons were popular, but the business didn't make enough money, and he had to declare bankruptcy. In 1932, he moved to Hollywood, California, and opened a new business. He hired Ube Iwerks once again, with multiple animators. They developed the popular character Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. The business was a success. However, Universal Studios gained control of the Oswald trademark and took all of his animations except for Iwerks. Once again, he had to start all over again. This time, he created a new character called Mickey Mouse. He created the first animated film to have sound. It was called Steamboat Willie, and it starred Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Well, if you don't know who I'm talking about by now, it's Walt Disney. Walt overcame so much, and he still didn't give up no matter how much he lost. He chose to keep fighting through all the bumps and curves life threw at him and made the best of the situations. With all the determination to not let these adversities stop him, he became a well-known and successful man. So the class of 2020 has encountered many bumps and curves in life, from being born into the world before and after the tragedy of 9/11, witnessing our parents suffer and lose their jobs in the 2008 recession, and having to miss the end of their senior year due to being on a global lockdown because of a new disease. We have lost the things that we have been dreaming about since we started high school. Being faced with all these challenges now and at a young age, we have learned that anything can be overcome. Later on in life, we will look back at this and realize that we can get through anything. These minor bumps in our lives are preparing us for a bright future that lies ahead. One thing that I would like the class of 2020 to take away from this speech is what Walt Disney once said. All the adversities I've had in my life, all my troubles and obstacles have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you. So with that, I would like to wish the best of luck to the graduating class of 2020. Don't let minor bumps in life stop you from going after what you want, and I am excited to see what the future has in store for you all.
Good evening, parents, friends, teachers, mentors, administrators, and of course, the graduating class of 2020. I hope you're all in good health and good spirits. I, as well as all of you, so badly wish that we could be together today celebrating this wonderful class of mine and all of our accomplishments. But unfortunately, that's not the case. We've waited for this moment for a very long time, and it's turned out unexpected to say the least. Thank you to everyone who made this possible, though, and to everyone watching. Your love and support is felt. I thought a lot about what I wanted my valedictorian speech to be. I kept thinking about what an honor it is to get the chance to speak at my own graduation, because most seniors never have that opportunity. With this, I put a bit of pressure on myself. I thought about how perfect it needed to be or how it needed to sound inspiring, otherwise it wouldn't be good enough. But you know what? Just as this year has been, my speech will probably be far from perfect. So I guess here it goes. Today I'm going to be reading a letter that I wrote to the class of 2020. Dear class of 2020, what a wild ride it's been. As we all head into this next chapter of our lives, I hope to leave you each with something today. Whether that's a piece of advice, some inspiration, a laugh, or maybe a few tears. First off, thank you. Thank you for giving me some of the best days and memories of my life. Each and every one of you has impacted the person I am today, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Secondly, today is our last day as high school students. This new beginning supplies us all with so much possibility, and that can both be extremely exciting and nerve-wracking. As each of you start on your new journeys, remember the lessons we've learned, not only from our teachers, family, and friends, but each other, this year and every year before that. These lessons are what have prepared us for this very moment and this next chapter. As we move forward into our lives, I encourage each of you to find both passion and purpose. Some of us may have been lucky enough to experience that here, but for anyone who hasn't, chase the thing that makes you tick. Find what makes you happy and what lights a fire inside of you. Find something you want to spend the rest of your life doing, and then, when you do, work hard at it. I also want to encourage each of you to surround yourself with the people that make you the best version of you, the people who inspire you, who support you in your dreams, who love you, and who push you towards greatness. Never let somebody tear you down and make you think less of yourself, because you are great. Never forget that. Next, always be the hardest worker in the room. There are a lot of qualities that can take a person far and make them successful, but this has to be the greatest one. It's something that we should all know well. Everyone around us pushes us to be harder workers, teachers, coaches, employers, parents. They've taught us that the people who are willing to work harder are the people on top. You don't have to be the smartest kid to be the most successful if you're willing to outwork everybody else. For everyone that's played sports, I'm sure you've heard something like that a million times. It's never the most talented individual or team that wins. It's always the one who's willing to work just a little bit harder. I'm going to miss a lot of things about this school and our class. I'm going to miss going to Friday night football games and repping the blue and gold. I'm going to miss playing volleyball and basketball, especially alongside my senior girls. I'm going to miss cheering on the boys' basketball team and screaming and jumping every time they scored a bucket. I'm going to miss going to state. Whether it was football, volleyball, basketball, or track, we've been to them all. I'm going to miss the coaches and the teams that turn into family. I'm going to miss rushing out of the parking lot every day for lunch to beat the rest of the high schoolers. I'm going to miss the teachers. Miss Stubbs, or Mrs. Williams, as many of you may know her. She's got the most fun, bubbly personality, and she's incredible at what she does. Mr. Smith, the man who helped me create my passion for graphic design. The man with the best dad jokes and the biggest love for donuts I've ever seen. Miss Young, and her willingness to help every student succeed if they're willing to ask for it. Mr. Breen, and the way our class would make him laugh so hard he'd cry. These are just a few of the incredible teachers at this school that I'm so thankful for. I'm also going to miss seeing all of your beautiful faces every morning, class of 2020, whether we wanted to be there or not. I'm going to miss the way Porter and Skylar would get our class completely off topic and make our stomachs hurt from laughing so hard. I'm going to miss the way Noelia would keep the boys in check, never letting them cross the line. I'm going to miss the random conversations Calvin would start and the jokes he'd make. I'm going to miss how quiet Carson would be in class, over in the corner, always making sure to get his work done. Or how he'd come sit next to me, Marika, Corny, and Eli in the library for English. I'm going to miss the way Brady would pop his back using the desk and how it would be so perfect and loud every single time. I'm going to miss Marissa's compliments. I could be looking my worst and she'd always find something nice to say. I'm going to miss sitting on the floor next to Courtney and Marika every day in Mrs. Williams, trying to find something else to do. I'm going to miss Eli and Brigham's brains. Anytime I needed help, I could ask them. I'm going to miss Ethan and his love for planes and history. If you ever needed to know about any war, he's your guy. I'm going to miss Bailey and her spunky personality. I'm going to miss Jackson and how hardworking he is. I'm going to miss Ishmael and the way he'd come to class every day with his headphones in. I'm going to miss Tate and Ember's never-ending kindness. I'm going to miss Elizabeth and Sarah E. and how we'd always help each other out with biology. I'm going to miss homecoming week, decorating the halls, dressing up, the parade, bonfire, games, all of it. I'm going to miss the fights our class would have as if we were siblings. I'm going to miss the pep assemblies and going ham on the lean to the left, lean to the right cheer, nearly pushing everyone off the bleachers. I'm going to miss so much about this place, and if I tried to name every detail, we'd be here all night. The point is, this is where it all started, and it's going to be one of the hardest goodbyes. I will miss walking in those doors every day, but most of all, I'm going to miss the class of 2020. You guys are like my family, and most of us have been together since the very beginning, which makes this even harder. I'm going to miss you guys so much, and although senior year didn't go quite as planned, I'm so grateful to have gone through it with all of you. I can't believe today is the day that we say goodbye to this place and this chapter of our lives. Just know how thankful I am to have known all of you. I can't wait to see what each of us does through this next phase of life. and the success that you will all have. So to end Class of 2020, I'd like to leave you with a quote by Dr. Seuss. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Class of 2020, thanks for the journey we've had. Let's go out in the world and kick some you-know-what. I love you all, and we did it. Sincerely, Felicity Black.
Mr. Breen will be our graduation speaker for tonight. He grew up in Pearl River, New York, a suburb of New York City. He graduated from Onota State College in New York and then earned a second degree in teaching from Boise State University. Mr. Breen taught in Richfield for 2 years and has been teaching in Carey for the past 24 years. Mr. Breen loves basketball and working with students, and everybody loves Mr. Breen's laugh and his curly hair. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Breen.
To the senior class of 2020, you have made it. You have crossed the finish line here. Congratulations. You have made many people proud, including me. Thank you so much for honoring me with this invitation to give this speech tonight. When our school year started last August, we had no idea that a pandemic would become such a disruption and a dark presence in our world. I miss seeing you, your families, and the wonderful Carey community. Not in my wildest dreams did I expect to be given this speech under these circumstances. I know it is not the ideal situation, but we all know there's a lot of love, hugs, and well wishes being sent to you tonight from many places. You have come far to get to this place. Hopefully tonight's graduation will be one of the many great accomplishments in your life. When a pilot sets out on their destination, they don't keep a rigid travel plan in the sky. Pilots are fortunate that way. They have a lot of freedom. The pilots avoid storms, turbulence, and anything else that interferes with getting to their destination on time. They often have a plan B, especially if the weather is stormy or dangerous. There are other times when the flight path is smooth and even peaceful. Everything goes correctly, and one can only marvel at our lives and the sky's infinite beauty. We are blessed. I use the pilot and the plane tonight as a metaphor because I believe that this comparison is very similar to our lives today. Sometimes, many of us have had the grandiose, perfect dreams of how our lives are going to work out. And sometimes, life visits us in profound and painful ways. I think of the American people hearing the news on December 7th, 1941, and how our world was forever changed on September 11th, 2001. I think of friends I have known who have lost loved ones in the night, and they have to wake up and be someone new in the morning. An accident, a loss, an illness, a path into a particular darkness reminds me of the turbulence of our journey. Right now, we as a nation are on a tough part of our life's journey. Our journey is difficult. I truly believe that we will get through these turbulent times. We will return to those days of hope and gratitude, where things will be carefree and golden. With this pandemic, I have developed a greater appreciation of the miracle of our lives, our beautiful and fragile planet, and our human neighbors throughout the world. I believe something better will emerge from this pandemic, and we have been given much to think about. I love the words of Albert Einstein. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. I like to choose to live my life as though everything is a miracle, and this has helped me in my life. Be grateful for the many blessings you have in your life. Sometimes, as we have found out recently, they may disappear overnight. Our nation, our world needs you. The decisions we make each and every day have a profound effect on our world. I know I wanted to leave the world a better place than the world that was given to me by my parents. Whatever you do with your lives, I hope you find passion and fulfillment in whatever you decide to do. Most of us have realized with this pandemic that we are truly dependent on the lives of so many others too, so we can live our normal lives. I love the words of Martin Luther King Jr. and how he described the importance of a street sweeper. He said, "If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as a Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, 'Here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well.'" I appreciate those words of Dr. King. Ideally, that is how we truly live. We eventually find our calling in our lives, and we follow our life's work and do it well. We help others, and others help us. In closing, I would like to say you have worked hard to receive this diploma, and our congratulations to you. You, the class of 2020, are our essential young people. Live your lives proudly. Vote. Read. Truly listen. Listen to music. Ask questions. Challenge yourself, and persevere with your truths and dreams. We need you. Finally, I will end with a poem from the writer Raymond Carver called Late Fragment, which is the last poem he wrote. Late Fragment. And did you get what you wanted from this life even so? I did. And what did you want? To call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth. I know that I will miss each of you, and thank you for being that special class of individuals that the world needs right now. Thank you.
I'd like to thank all of my teachers and all of my family. I'd like to thank all my friends, and I'd like to thank everybody that helped me get to where I am today.
It's so hard to thank all the amazing people in my life in such a short amount of time, but I will try my best to make this quick. Mom and Dad, thank you guys for being my biggest supporters and inspirations. I owe all my success to the both of you and the lessons you've taught me. Thank you for the unconditional love that you show me on a daily basis. Because of you guys, I have grown into the person I am today, and I couldn't be more grateful for you both. You guys are the best role models, and I am the luckiest daughter in the world. I love you. Courtney, AJ, and Paige, you guys are my best friends. The hardest part about going to college is definitely going to be not having us all together every day. Just know that I am so proud of you guys. Thank you for being you, for inspiring me to be the person I am, and for all the amazing memories we share. I love you so much. To my grandparents, I admire you all to no end. You guys are there to celebrate even my smallest accomplishments and make me feel proud of myself. I can't thank you guys enough for how amazing you are. Your strength, hard work, and love inspires me on a daily basis. Thank you for being so supportive and for all the advice you've given me. I love you. To the rest of my family, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for me. You guys are the best there is. I cherish all of you and our memories so much. I love you. To my future roomies, Courtney and Marika, I am so excited to start this new journey with the both of you. Thank you for making me a better person and helping me see my worth. You are two of the greatest people I know. Thank you for bringing me so much joy, love, and crazy memories. I can't wait to start this next chapter with you both by my side. I love you guys. Lastly, I would like to thank all my friends and their families for sharing so many memories with me throughout high school, and for being my second family. I would also like to thank my class, teachers, coaches, and everyone else that has been a part of my life. You have all impacted me in so many ways and have taught me so much about myself. I feel so blessed to be the person I am today and to have known all of you. I love you all so much. Thank you. Here's to the class of 2020. We did it.
There are so many people I would like to thank. First, I would like to start off by thanking my parents. Thank you guys for being my greatest supporters and for always believing in me. Thank you for all the love that you have given me and for inspiring me to be the best I can be. Thank you for all the lessons that you have taught me and for the sacrifices you've made for me throughout the years. I truly am blessed to have you two as my parents. I love you. Felicity, AJ, and Paige. You guys are some of my greatest blessings. You guys push me to be my best, and for that I am forever grateful. AJ and Paige, I'm really going to miss you two when I'm off at college, but I know you guys are going to grow into some amazing people. I can't wait to see the many accomplishments that you two will achieve. Thank you guys for the amazing memories that we have created. I love you guys. Grandparents. You all are great inspirations. Your support throughout the years has been amazing, and I don't think I can thank you enough for that. Thank you for all of your advice and love. I love you guys. Aunts, uncles, cousins, and so on. Thank you all for the love and support that you have shown me throughout my life. Thanks for the lessons and advice that you all have given to me. I am grateful for all the memories that I have made with you, and I will cherish them forever. Thanks for everything. I love you guys. Marika and Felicity. I am very grateful that we get to start our futures together. You have been there with me since day one, and I am very blessed to call you guys my best friends. Thank you for all the memories that we have made. I can't wait to make more. I love you. And to all of my friends and their families, thank you for sharing so many memories with me throughout high school and my childhood. I love you guys. And lastly, I would like to thank my teachers, classmates, coaches, and anyone else who has been a part of my life. You all have made a great impact in my life, and I am very grateful for all of you. Thank you for all the lessons you have taught me and for helping me become who I am today. I love you guys, and thank you.
Well, the day has finally arrived. It's been a crazy ride for the class of 2020, but full of many blessings. I would like to start off by thanking God and my parents for the unconditional support and guidance they have given me these past 12 years. My friends and family that have been through a lot with me and the support they have given me. Next, I would like to thank the staff at Carey School. They have been so incredibly helpful and supportive throughout all these years. They have helped me to get to where I am today, and I am very thankful. Lastly, I would like to thank the class of 2020 for the memories and the laughs that we have had. You all have such a bright future ahead of yourselves. Best of luck to you all, and excited to see what the future has in store for you.
There are so many people who have made a huge impact in my life. So many people who have helped and inspired me. First off, I want to thank all of the teachers who have been so helpful and taught me so much. I also would like to thank all of my coaches. They have always pushed me to do my best and have been great examples in my life. I want to thank my dad for supporting me at all my games. There are so many adults who have treated me like a son, and I'm so thankful for all of them. I want to thank my class for all the great memories that I've gotten over these years of school. Finally, I want to thank my mom for so much. She has done so much for me, and there's nothing I can say that will express how thankful I am. I love you, Mom. Thanks for making this a great town to grow up in.
Thank you to everybody who has helped me throughout my 5 years at Carey High School, especially my mom and dad and all the teachers.
There's so many people I'd like to thank this time. Most importantly, my family and my parents for everything they've done for me and being able to give me all the opportunities that I've had growing up, and I really, really appreciate that. I really want to thank my grandparents on both sides of the family for always calling me after the games or before games and wishing me the best of luck and congratulating me when I win. And I'm so grateful for all that. And the rest of my extended family, how much they've supported me throughout the years and shown up to my games. And I'm so grateful for all of them. I'd next like to thank my friends for all they've done to keep me going through high school. I know there's a couple times I probably would have quit if it weren't for them. So I really appreciate them. And thank you to anyone who's been able to support me or help me in any way throughout. It means a lot to me. And thank you.
I want to say thank you to everyone who has helped me along the way. Thank you, Mom, for always being there for me and for helping me grow into the person that I am. Thank you, Dad, for teaching me and helping me. I love both of you so much. I also want to thank my teachers from Westlake and Minico High Schools. Thank you for pushing me through all those hard times. Thank you to my middle school teachers and elementary teachers. You saw me go through some pretty hard stuff, and you were there no matter what I needed, whether it was just a hug or taking the time to talk to me and making sure that I was doing okay. So thank you so much. Thank you to all my aunts and uncles for loving me so much and giving me advice all along the way. I love you all so much. Thank you, Carey School teachers who have helped me and cared about me for the last 2 years. Thank you for accepting me when others wouldn't. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Grandma Joyce and Grandpa Bob, for showing me that hard work brings people together. I love you. Thank you, Nana and Papa, for showing me that no matter how hard you work, you still need to take time and enjoy life. Thank you for supporting me in everything I do. I love you. Thank you to all my uncles and aunts for showing up and supporting me through my years of sports. I love you all. Thank you to my community for supporting my numerous endeavors throughout the years and giving me the opportunity to work. Thank you, John and Danielle, for taking me in as your own and giving me another place to land. Thank you, John and Jesse, for letting me grow up with your boys and supporting me beyond what I can thank you for. Thank you, Athana, for being the big sister I never had and always letting me know that I have somebody in my corner. Love you. Thank you, Colton, for never letting me rest without fighting for you first. For giving me a reason to get off the couch and go for an afternoon ride on the bikes. For teaching me that it's okay to be different. For being my best friend, homie, and enemy all in one. I love you, Bubby. Thank you, Dad, for raising me to love hard work and getting me started into everything that I'm going into after high school. I love you. Thank you, Mom, for showing me that no matter how hard things get, you get off your butt and push through. That there is never a good excuse to give up and to believe in myself. I love you all, and I will see you on the other side.
Wow. Graduation. It felt like this day would never come. I'd like to take the time to recognize the special people in my life. Mom, Dad, thanks for everything you've done for me. I love you. Riley, thanks for putting up with me every single day. Lindsay, thank you for being patient with me. Grandma Maury, thanks for always showing up to my events when you could. Grandma and Grandpa Kirkland, thanks for coming to my games and supporting me in everything I do. Miss Hawkendonner, thank you for being someone I could always talk to and for helping me on my journey throughout high school. Miss Scanlon, thank you so much for helping me find a good summer job and helping me immensely with scholarships. Mr. Peck, thank you for your hard work in putting this graduation together and for the pictures. I will treasure my school memories. Mr. Breen, thank you for your time. You will be missed dearly. Miss Young, thank you for helping me out when I struggled in your class. Mr. Smith, thank you for being someone I could sit down and have a conversation with after school. Miss Williams, thank you for making English fun and enjoyable. Mr. Durchie, thank you for always cheering me up when school was rough. Mrs. Meekum, thank you for helping me with all of my little projects. Peggy, thanks for the yummy cake and ice cream. Mr. Kirkland, Mr. Cook, Mert, Teresa, and Kathy, thank you for being my coaches and helping me excel. I will miss seeing your faces on a daily basis. And to my class of 2020, I wish you the best in the next chapter of your life. Thank you.
I would like to start by thanking my parents for teaching me how to work hard and helping me learn important life skills. I would also like to thank all my other family members for my brothers and sisters, my cousins, aunts, and uncles, and especially my grandparents. Thankful for everything that they have taught me and for all their support. I would also like to thank the teachers at Carey School for being so good to us throughout the years and teaching us many good things. Thank you to all my coaches and sports teams for all the good relationships and success that we've had throughout the years. I would also like to thank all the bus drivers for helping us get to school and all of our activities safely. And last but not least, I would like to thank all my friends. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm thankful for all the opportunities that we had to play sports and do other activities together. Thank you to all who have improved my life.
I'd like to take a minute and thank my parents and grandparents and all my teachers for helping me get through the school and graduating.
Hey Dad, I did it. I know you're watching me from heaven and you're proud. I really wish you were here and I miss you, but I know you're in a better place now. Hey Pa, lo logré. Sé que me estás mirando desde el cielo y estás orgulloso de mí. Gracias por ser el mejor papá del mundo. I also want to give thanks to my mom. Gracias mamá por ser la mujer más fuerte de todo el mundo. Gracias por dar todo por mis hermanos y yo. Agradezco todo lo que haces. Gracias por todo. I also want to give thanks to my siblings, even though they're crazy, but they have been there for me as well and have been through everything that I have. Thank you guys for being there and for being the strongest kids I have ever met. I want to give thanks to my cousin Maria and Morella. Thank you guys for everything. You guys know what you guys have done for us, and we appreciate it a lot. Thank you for being there for me. and for supporting me all the way through. I also want to give thanks to Miss Hawkendonner and Mrs. Scanlon. They have been there for me all along the way as well. I appreciate everything you guys have done. I also want to thank Louise for making my mom happy. I appreciate everything you have done as well. And I just want to thank everyone that was there for me. You know who you are. Thank you for everything you have done. I appreciate it.
There are so many things I'd like to say. First off, I'd like to thank my parents for raising me to be a hardworking, honest person. For raising me to be the kind of person that doesn't care about having the newest technology, or the most expensive clothes, or a new car. They raised me to appreciate every single thing I have in life, and to work hard for what I want. They taught me to be kind. And thanks to what my parents have taught me, I have been able to meet and get to know so many amazing people. I'd like to thank Mrs. Scanlon and Miss Hawkendonner so much. They have done everything they can to help me, and they've helped me a lot. I am also thankful for all the amazing opportunities I've had at the Wood River Community YMCA, at the Ketchum Community Library, and the Hunger Coalition as well. Thanks to all these amazing opportunities, I have been able to meet people who have impacted my life for the better. I have been blessed with all these amazing opportunities that not many teens my age have been able to have, and I realize I am beyond blessed. All this that I have accomplished, once again, is thanks to my parents for encouraging me to step out of my comfort zone and be brave. I would also like to say thank you to mi tia Caro for her unconditional love, and my brothers and sister for making me a real tough cookie. There are so many people I'm thankful for, and I realize I am not able to mention everyone here. So I made sure to send everyone I am thankful for a personalized appreciation letter. Once again, thank you to everyone that's helped me and been there for me throughout my high school career.
I'd like to thank everyone that has helped me out in my school years. Teachers and friends, every single one of you are special to me. Thank you for being a part of my life.
I would like to take a minute to honor all of those who have helped me along my way, especially my mom, who helps me with literally everything and being my biggest fan. Also, I'd like to thank my dad for teaching me to do hard things and to never give up. Next is my brother, Connor. Thank you for supporting me and always being there for me and getting me cheeseburgers after my games. I would like to thank all my grandparents and great-grandparents for supporting me in life and in sports. I'd also like to thank my extended family, aunts, uncles, and all of my cousins for their love and support for me. I'd like to thank Kylie Wood and Riley Smith for keeping me on top of my homework and supporting me with sports and in life. I appreciate my friends and teammates for always being there for me and helping me out. I'd like to thank my football coaches, basketball coaches, and track coaches for helping me out personally and putting in all the extra time for me. Also, I'd like to thank all the teachers, staff, and administration at Carey School. Now, I'll end with my favorite quote. When you're at your hardest hit is when you must not quit.
Hello guys, we made it. I'd like to thank the community for all the support through these 4 years. I'd like to thank the teachers for keeping me going and helping me. I'd like to thank my mom and dad and family for helping me through all my life and showing me how to deal with trusted people that stab you in the back. Rita, thank you for everything you have done for me. To the boys, thanks for all the great memories. I'm gonna miss you guys. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Thank you, class, for a memorable time and unforgettable memories. Thanks to everyone, and I wish you all the best of luck.
I would just like to take a second to thank everybody who supported me, all my teachers who were willing to work with me through all the homework and ask me how I was doing and if there was anything they could do for me, all my friends for all the good times we had and everything we did together and all the memories we made. I'd also like to thank my family for always making sure that I had what I needed and supporting me also. Here's to the class of 2020.
There are so many amazing people I'd like to thank, but first I'd like to thank the most important person in my life, Mom. Thank you for always showing me constant love and always allowing me to be myself. You know me better than anyone else, and I wouldn't be half the person I am today without you. You are so strong, and I love you more than anything in this world. Dad, thank you for shaping me into the person I am today. I'm thankful for all the memories we share together, and I wouldn't be where I am without you. Athana, I'm incredibly thankful for you. You truly are my best friend. Thank you for always pushing me to do better and picking me up when I'm down. You are forever my person. Nick, I'm so thankful for our friendship that's gotten so strong this past year. Leaving you is going to be one of the hardest things about this.
You have the biggest heart, and I'm so proud of who you're becoming. Grandma, you are the strongest and most loving person in my life. Thank you so much for everything you have done for me. You have never failed to put a smile on my face. Thank you for never missing a game or anything that I was a part of. John, life got better when you came around. I've never seen my mom happier than when she's with you. Thank you for showing me happiness and friendship. Lacey, since elementary, you have always been the person I could go to just to rant and cry. From mean girls to just straight up bad days, I could always go to your classroom to escape that. Being your aide was the best part of my day. You never failed to tell me that I was loved and that I am beautiful. I am forever grateful for our friendship. Amber, Porter, and Colton. You guys are the second family I've always wanted. Thank you for always loving me and making my life better. I can't imagine it without you. Felicity, Courtney, and Brianna May. You guys are the glue that keeps me together. You are my best friends. I am forever grateful for you, and I'm so thankful for all the amazing memories with more to come. To everyone else who has supported me on this journey, thank you. I wouldn't be where I am without each and every one of you.
So many people have come in and out of my life. Thank you to each person who has helped me shape into who I am today. I would like to thank every teacher who has taught me, and I would like to especially thank my parents and family for always being supportive and pushing me forward.
Thank you for joining us tonight on this special occasion, on this virtual graduation. Being a good person of high character is one of the things that I want every Carey School student to leave with. Class of 2020, your high school days are over. And I believe that every one of you are really good people. And I would just ask you to continue to be good people. And be good parents and raise good kids like your parents have. As you go forward in whatever direction you wish, arm yourself with the 7 habits and take charge of your lives. Be what you want to be and do what you want to do, but continue to be good people. One example of this kind of character that I've watched for all of these years you've been in high school is on the football field, and watching the boys help the other team up, pat them on the back, put their shoulder pads back in their jerseys, and then hustle back to the huddle. Our boys have done that a lot. Sportsmanship award with the girls basketball. Really appreciate that. Just continue to be good people. Our students have great examples in their lives. I want to thank parents, teachers, coaches, community members. Thank you to everyone who is a positive example in the lives of our students. It's a blessing to get your education from a Blaine County school. I want to thank our school board for their commitment to educating every child in Blaine County at a very high level. Chairman Rourke, Trustee Larna, who is from Zone 1, who represents Carey, Trustee Green, and Trustee Stone, thank you. And all past school boards as well, who have helped contribute to the great education a student can get in Blaine County schools. I want to thank Dr. Holmes, who's the superintendent of schools, and Mr. Morey, who is the advisor for the class of 2020, and he's been that for the past 6 years. Those are the people who would normally hand out the diplomas and congratulate the students as they walked across the stage. However, tonight's not normal. But maybe this next part of the ceremony will be a special one you can remember for a long time. We've asked the parents of our seniors to hand out the diplomas tonight and congratulate their seniors on a job well done. Blaine County School Board of Trustees, Dr. Holmes, parents, grandparents, family, and friends, it's my pleasure to present to you the class of 2020. I certify to you that each graduate has met the requirements of the state of Idaho and of Blaine County School District to graduate from Carey High School tonight. Let's watch this special opportunity of our parents to present the diplomas to our graduates. Calvin Michael Andrews. Felicity Dawn Black. Courtney Ann Black. Noelia Cruz Ruiz. Jacob Eli Cutler. Brady Kyle Drexel. Ethan Allen Hennifer. Marissa Isabel Hoy. Porter J. Larna. Bailey Brooke Morey. Brigham David Park. Jackson Cheryl Pettit. Sarah E. Rojas. Elizabeth Ruiz Loerda. Ishmael Santa Maria Martinez. Carson Wild Simpson. Tate Griffin Squires. Skylar Henry Thompson. Marika Michelle Versus. Amber Nicole Yeary. I once again want to thank the parents for participating in this tonight and making it a special ceremony. Graduation is for the seniors, a special night to recognize their success in completing high school. We all know that doesn't happen without a lot of support from parents and grandparents and significant adults in the lives of these young people. I just want to say thank you to all the adults in the lives of our seniors for your commitment to them, for their education, and to be good people. I'm confident that we have one of the best teaching staffs in the state. From the first day of preschool to the last day of your senior classes, you have excellent, highly qualified teachers. And I just want to say thank you to our teachers for the amazing job that they do and the amazing job that they've done in the last couple of months with this situation. I don't think it's easy on teachers, and I haven't heard any of the teachers say, "This is great, we should do this again next year." I don't think anybody likes it. We'll get through it. Now we'll invite Noelia Cruz, the senior class president, to lead the class in the traditional changing of the tassel from the right side to the left to complete the graduation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2020, congratulations.